yes, of course, as Luandile has said, we are engaging and continuing in the conversation that is about Bipolar Awareness Day, that, as she said, is on the 26th of May this year. And just to continue the conversation, I actually want to ask you guys, before the ad break cut, we were speaking about bipolar and what it takes and what some of the symptoms are. And I actually want to ask you guys, bipolar can happen to anyone. Bipolar can, anyone can have bipolar. It could be me, it could be anyone in the studio right now. But to the person that might not know they have bipolar, if I have a friend and I am probably checking that, you know what, I think, your erratic emotions, it's not normal. It's not normal, it's not something you've been doing. Are there steps in place that I need to follow if they could not get to a clinic or see a psychologist?
So it is best that they actually go and see someone. So the best that you can do for the person at that particular point is for you to suggest that they go and see someone, because they have to. If we are being honest, you can't even calm down a person that is going through an episode, be it your mania, which sometimes has delusions, it's psychotic, sometimes people get out of control, your depressive episodes, you can't exactly get the person out. They have to get professional help. So the best thing you can do for them is to take them to professionals that are able to deal with them, We have also what we call involuntary admissions. Even if they do not want to be admitted, there's going to be assistance for them, a line for them to make sure that they are assisted on the basis that they're going to pose a danger, not only to people around them, but to themselves as well.
Sure.
Obviously we live in a world that's full of beautiful people, and people are dealing with various things we don't always know about. And like Kezia was saying, you could know somebody that has bipolar that just hasn't disclosed it to you. For those that feel a little more private about their bipolar, and even for those who are very open about it, as professionals, what would you suggest in terms of coping skills that somebody with bipolar can sort of internalize and go to, say, okay, I need to train myself to do this when I feel like it's about to get bad?
I think it's a tricky one because I don't think there's a particular set of skills. More putting in place coping structures, including some form of social and family support where you've communicated. When I notice XYZ changes in my behavior, this might be happening, and so I know to reach out. I've got two particular friends that I phone and reach out and say, look, I'm starting to struggle. Could we set up a chat or meet up, or follow through with the treatment plan you've designed with your clinicians, whether it's your psychiatrist or whether it's a psychologist that you're working with. That treatment plan would have those details in.
I think what you're talking about is so interesting. It's reminding me an article that I read years ago. Somebody with bipolar was saying she went through such severe sort of manic episodes at times that she would declutter but let go of things that she actually cared about. And so what happened is she designed this really beautiful system with her mom. So when she felt like she needed to get rid of everything, she would get rid of it and her mom would take it. And it was such a beautiful system that they worked out. And so what you're saying seems so, applicable, that it's to each their own, the structure that they cope within their own family.
Definitely.
So obviously, as we all know, knowledge is power, and it's for us and the general public, to make sure that they know the causes, the symptoms of these particular mental health, situation. But it's also so nice, that we have a national day, the 26th of May, so that we can equip ourselves and be aware of what we are going through. Maybe our friends, our loved ones, our partners, is going through difficult times, and it's important for us, to be there for them, to listen to them, and to make sure that you have all the things in place, so when these things are challenging, that we all know what is the route that we're going to follow.
And I think you left it right there on the perfect spot, knowing, and being there for our loved ones that might be going through bipolar. And there was another question that I actually wanted to pose to you guys, but unfortunately we are running out of time. But I know that people at home also do have this question. They're wanting to know, is there a difference between bipolar and split personality disorder? Because I think that sometimes you want to ask that question, but we don't kind of know, is there a difference? Is there a huge difference? In 10 seconds, what would you say, Charné?
Yes, definitely. They are not the same thing. Split personality disorder has been greatly questioned in the clinical world. It would be known as dissociative identity disorder. The movies are not real.
The movie is
Such an
not
important
real.
note, guys. If you feel like something's going on with you, if you feel like something's going on with one of your friends or family members, reach out to a professional. Super important. And with that, thank you so much to our guests. I think we're going to head on over to an ad break. But remember, 26th of May is South Africa's Bipolar Awareness Day.